avenged Handwara, some say. But in my view, this is only the start, just the start. Nothing more than that. The complete revenge for Handwara will not be just the killing of Naikoo, the terrorist behind the Handwara terrorist attack. It will be the elimination of his top bosses in Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, what I particularly liked about today's killing was the straightforward brutality of our forces. It's so refreshing. The no mercy approach of the army, now under a clear go for the kill mandate from this government. This Naikoo fellow was found hiding in a tunnel in his hideout. This is the approach that Republic endorses. This is what Republic likes. This is what the people of India also support. No mercy anymore at all. No human rights. Zero human rights for those who raise the gun and their hand against India.
After years of plotting against our security forces, recruiting new terrorists, and commanding the proxy army of Pakistan in South Kashmir, RIYAZ NAIKOO, the man that was responsible for the deaths of many Indian soldiers, is finally dead. India is finally striking back and deterring Pakistan from its agenda of using mercenaries and jihad to wage a proxy war with India. The question is that why is this victory so important? Firstly, it's a sign of success of our intelligence to be able to pinpoint terrorists and their locations in the Kashmir Valley. Since 1989, the Kashmiri Pandits were thrown out of Kashmir. And fast forward to today's time, the post-Article 370 years. South Kashmir today is full of Pakistan-backed Muslims who are more loyal to Pakistan, more hateful to Indians, and have been groomed by Pakistani narratives and propaganda in such a place where there is more radical versions of Islam, and that has been used by Pakistan through mullahs and in order to instill hate and resistance to India. It is easy for terrorists to recruit people off the streets and also to hide in such an environment. Versions of Islam that were compatible with India's multicultural, multi-religious, democratic ethos of harmony has been replaced with radicalism. So the area has been more hospitable for terrorists to carry out their agendas, their activities, and in spite of this, to have intelligence been able to pinpoint the locations of terrorists to the very house and rooftop is a reflection of this victory and this improvement. Secondly, cutting the head off of the snake is a very useful way to destabilize any organization and order and cause chaos and destroy morale. Usually leaders will not name who is second in command due to the fear of getting murdered, so that the second in command will take charge. This victory will send Pakistan a message that India is able to protect itself and proxy wars will not work. Pakistan has to constantly create a motivating factor for its people so that they can continue their operations in Kashmir. The Hizbul Mujahideen formed in 1989 in Muzaffarabad, and Pakistan's strategy has been to use terrorism to infiltrate, influence local Kashmiri youth, and create a narrative that local Kashmiris are rallying for freedom against oppressive Indian forces. The truth is quite the opposite. So, this victory is a sign that will shake Pakistanis across the border and will signify that their plans have failed. But it is wise to assume that Pakistan's army puppet, Imran Khan, and his government, and the Pak army themselves, won't learn the lesson so easily. And India must prepare itself and increase the cooperation between security forces to secure South Kashmir. Jaish-e-Mohammed had set up 7 training camps on the border district of Afghanistan, where they have been training alongside the Taliban to soon be deployed against India. So, India needs to expect more such terrorists. And these terrorists, disguised as students, youngsters, etc., to start any protest needs to definitely be watched very carefully. The Indian Army needs to monitor all communications in South Kashmir, and also India can learn from other Islamic countries on de-radicalization programs so that today's youth in Kashmir can cease to be under the influence of Pakistan and join their Muslim brothers in India and to understand how India lives in harmony. Opportunity and surveillance for the sake of safety and security will play a big role in making South Kashmir a safe place. Meanwhile, India must also think about how to communicate all acquired evidence proving links to Pakistan over to the United Nations and consider increasing intelligence operations in areas like Muzaffarabad, which is the brain or the headquarters of terrorists in South Kashmir. India must also empower Afghanistan to be able to battle against the Taliban, which Islamabad is using to overthrow the government of Afghanistan and then jointly launch jihad with India. So Afghanistan's security will be playing a key role in Kashmir. Yet the price that our soldiers and their families have paid have been avenged. Could this have been prevented is the question, so that so many more families will not have to lose a loved one in the future. For more videos, please subscribe to get the latest updates and hit like if you like this video. Jai Bharat.